and welcome to InDesign week number 4. We're in week number 4 already a quarter, um, third of the way through the 12 weeks. And we're going to be going over some things in lesson 3 today. But before we go into lesson 3, I want to actually go into do just a small review on lesson 2. And lesson 2 was the Edible Blossoms postcard. Let me go ahead and get this screen up real quick. And I am going to jump into InDesign. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up both of those files. I'm going to open up the raw edible blossom file and also the end file that adds to how the file should look. So let's go to lesson 2. If you download your files in Brightspace, and you should already have these still available. So let's see. Lesson 2, I'm gonna open up both files at the same time, the end and the start files. Now, whenever you see this right here, just go ahead and hit the update modified links, and that way the links will be connected back to your files. And you won't have to worry about them whenever you print them out. Your files will look clean and printable. So both of those are going to update the modified links, and everything is linking. Now, this is how your files should look when you're done. And of course, we've already done this lesson. I'm just going over a quick review right now. So on the raw file, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and insert a picture and scale it down. Now, if you've got a big picture, and there are a couple of different ways that I usually do this. If you've got like a big picture, there's a way to scale it down. So we're going to go to File, and anytime you're putting a picture in a file, you're going to go to Place, File Place, which is Control D on the PC, and I think it's Command D on the Mac. We're going to go to Place, and we're going to put it in the dining room. Now, once you hit Place, it's going to ask you, not directly, but ask you where you want to put it at. So you just drop it anywhere because it's going to cover the entire board here. Now, if you can't see the background here, just simply go here where you can see how the picture hangs off of the entire postcard itself. Now, there are a couple of different ways. Like I said, you can do this. There's one way. You want to go to your direct selection tool. Once you click your direct selection tool, before we do that, this blue line around the picture means that you can crop it. So if you go click, hold, and drag up, you're actually cropping your picture. I'm going to do that. But if you go to your direct selection tool, it will allow you, click on it, then click on the picture. It will allow you to actually scale the picture down. Now, this is the red line around here. So anytime you see the red line, that means that you can go ahead and scale it down to your desired size. And so you click, hold, and drag any corner to make it proportionate, and it will take the picture down to your desired size. Now, what I like to do is make sure that my picture aligns with the one on the bottom here, and you can see a green line down the side right here to the right of it. And I'm going to make sure the other end is scaled down like this, and it should be fit perfectly. Now, if you zoom back out, you're going to still see this blue line right here. You can just simply click off of it, click your selection tool, click off direct selection tool, click off of it, and I will just take this line all the way back down because this is your crop tool, and I'll just snap this to picture itself like so. Now we've got our picture back in there. Let's snap this one here and make sure it lines up with this text box at the top as well. So you want to make it look as clean as possible. Now, if I chose to do it the other way, and this is the other way you can do it as well, there is I'm gonna delete this out of here. You want to go to your properties panel. So your properties panel, let me try to find my properties panel. View, window, and we want to go to properties. So the properties panel has a lot of information in it that you'll need. You got the W, which is the width of whatever picture you're working with, and the height of it. And it also has a couple of things I like to point out. So let's say, for example, that we want to place our picture right here. We will go to this rectangular frame tool and kind of like draw it out right here. And so once you draw it out, you'll see that in the properties panel, the width of it is 2.5662, and the height is 1.724 inches. So these are in inches. Now, if you do not have inches right now, you have like pixels or picas or points, you want to make sure that this upper bar and this ruler bar on the top and the ruler bar on the side reads inches because we're working with a print item. So if you do not see the print ruler, you can simply click right here just to check it. Right click on it and make sure that the inches is checked off right here. And you'll have to do the same for the sidebar as well. Make sure the inches are checked off. And it'll tell you, if, let's say, for example, if you change this to, let's say, pixels, it's going to show you the measurements in pixels. And it's going to also, if you click on this box again, it's going to give you everything in pixels. The width is 184 pixels by 124 pixels. And so if you know the conversion from pixels to inches, I would, if you need some help with that, I can help you with that as far as you getting those things converted over. Pixels are mainly used for the web. Inches are usually mainly used for print. Okay, so let's go back here and let's change it back to inches. On the top ruler, the side ruler, let's change it to inches. Now, there's an X and there's a Y. The X means that whatever item you've selected, that upper right-hand corner, upper left-hand corner rather, that is how far over from the left edge the object is. So from this edge to this edge, it is 3.2 inches. And the bottom, the Y, is from the top to the bottom left-hand corner point at the bottom. No, this point right here, from top to here, is only 0.186. So if I move it down a little bit, it's going to change these numbers as well. Width and height is going to remain the same, but the X and the Y, they're going to change exponentially. Now, I want to move it back right here. Now, if you have a specific X and Y you would like to do, you can always go over and then just put it in. So, for example, you want 4. Put in 4, hit enter. It's going to take it over 4 inches. If you want it an inch down, so we put in a 1, and it'll take it down an inch. So it's going to be 4 inches from the left and from the top, 1 inch from the top. Okay, let's put it back to where we had it at first. And here's my other little quote unquote trick if you don't want to go through and scaling down a big picture in InDesign. You can always do it in Photoshop, scale your picture down in Photoshop. So the width is going to be 2.5 and the height of the picture is going to be 1.7. 2.5, 1.7. So what I will do is I go to Photoshop and I'll go to File, open it up, find where my picture is. And the picture is dining room. So right now, this picture is going to be, this picture, if you go to image and you go to image size, it's showing you that this picture is 14.22 inches by 9.472 inches. So if we go back to InDesign, we can like copy these inches right here, copy, go to Photoshop, put it in here, and put 2.56. And it's going to automatically proportion it. So that's close enough right there. Close enough right there. Then you hit OK. It's going to take it down to the size without you having to scale it in InDesign. So what we can do is go to File, Save As, and it's going to look a little pixelated. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back and show you how to change the resolution and all that later. So instead of dining room, I'm going to rename this file to dining room 2. Hit save. Hit OK, save it to JPEG. Now if I go back to my Edible Blossoms file, I'm going to go to File, and how do we do it? We place it, and we find the dining room 2 file, place it right here, and it comes out perfect. So that's just another little small trick in order to get your picture in there. If you don't scale and size it in InDesign itself, you can always go to Photoshop and scale a picture to its actual size in there. Okay, so now let's go to rotating the image or text or objects. So we can rotate anything in here. So it's like Photoshop. You go to Photoshop, you click on a text box or an item. If you move your cursor in any one of these corners, it will have a double arrow with a curve in between it. And you can click, hold, and drag whatever angle you want to angle it at. And I think the exercise called for you all to flowers in a certain way. We drag these flowers over here. And let's say, for example, we want these flowers to be angled at 10. As you see, if you look up in your toolbar here, here's the angle tool. You can either put your number right here and go to -10 degrees, enter, and it'll angle it 10 degrees. Okay, because we just want to do it on our own. As we're turning, we can see the numbers are moving. So we can do it that way as well. So there's several different ways as how you can actually do things in InDesign. You just find out what's the best way for you. Okay, one more thing with this review. There were also some, a couple more things. So with this text box right here, but it's not really a text. Well, it's just a regular rectangle. So in order to get this color of this rectangle, click on the rectangle, and we want to go to our color palette. So if we click here, this is the fill color. If we click here, this is the stroke color. So if we click right here on our fill color, we can double click it. And I think it's white. So if you know anything about the hexadecimal colors, and you know that white is the letter F 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the color is going to be, click OK, and that box will turn white. And you can also do the same thing with this particular box. Double click on it. It's already preset. Hit OK. And now you have your white boxes. One more thing. We're going to talk about just setting character styles. So, I'm going to close this property box out right here. We got paragraph style. We got character style. The character style should be one of the menu items down here on the side, or you can go to your window. If it's not showing up, go to window in your navigation bar and go to character styles under your type, under type to, and then you go to character. So it does if you don't have it. So if we click right here in this text box right here, let's open the character styles first. We see that we have no styles for our characters right now. So I'm going to create a text box. And I'm just going to put a little text. I'm just going to put some little text in here. Drag it over here. I'm going to zoom in so I can see things a little bit better. So if I go to the end, I'm just going to drag some text out of here. Start it in small plates. And I just want some raw text right now. That's all I want. Just some raw text. And I'll copy this. And then I'm going to copy this in here. And I'm going to go to my raw file and I'm going to paste it right in here. Now, of course, they had this box flow into this box. So, of course, you all know how to make a text box flow. I'm going to draw another text box right here for the other side. Drag it over here. Kind of get it to even around all sides. And if you click in this text box where you want this text to go, the remainder, let it go right over here. There. Now let me show you how to do character styles. Of course, you've seen this in the book and you've done it. To create a character style, you can select the text that you want the style to be on. And I'm going to make this particular text, I want to make it 7 points. 7 points. Hit enter. I want this to be auto. Now, in order to make a character style, you can simply click on your character style, hit new character style, and we can name it menu text 1, and it's character format, and we just go through and designate any color, any other item that you want that particular text to be. You click OK, and now every text will be that color that you select if you decide to do it. So anytime if you select this text right now, and you click on menu text, it's going to make this character style menu text. So now if I select this right here, this text right here, I hit menu text, it's going to change it to that color. Now I didn't designate a color, I just designated a style. And so that's what it actually does. If I want to go back in and change this menu text, edit it, I can always go back here and go to color and then make it black. So if I make it black, then everything about that character style is going to reflect the rest of the text that I've selected. You see, it was maroon at first, rose color at first, and now it's black. So that's how you create a character style. So if you have any more questions about this particular lesson, lesson 2, email me, let me know, and we're going to jump right on to lesson 3. Now, lesson 3 is dealing with creating and working with the newsletter, a newsletter, or just creating the file itself, period. So let's jump into that. And if you haven't downloaded your files, you want to go to your Brightspace, go to week 4, go to week 4 learning content, and you'll click here to download lesson 3 files. Of course, it'll download whatever browser you're using. This is Edge. Go right here, open up your zip file, unzip those files, and let's get to working with it. Now, let me go ahead and open up. We're going to create, let's do this here. We're going to open up the, and I'm going to kind of stray away or deviate from the norm. when it comes to those files. But I will open up the lesson 3 file we're working with, and I'm going to open up the end file. So this is how your file is going to look. Update your modified links. And there you have what the end of it's going to look like. What's supposed to look like, somewhat. As you see, this is a newsletter. It has Garden News, the header, smaller header here, name of the magazine, some headers, some bigger headers that suggest the name of the page, and also has pictures right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to follow the lesson, go through everything, and right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the file and just go through a couple of tips as far as working this lesson out to your advantage. So what we want to do first, I'm going to close this out real quick. No, don't save that. What I want to do first, and you can open up either kind of way. You can open up from right here. We want to do an 8.5 by 11 newsletter. We go to File, New, or we go right here, New Letter, and there are these things called presets. Presets are already something that's already made. Templates, kind of like templates that are already made. So, and you can also create a InDesign file and set it preset. So the next time you're working on something or something similar, like a similar magazine, similar newsletter, similar book, you can open up the same preset, and instead of you like resetting things all over again, it'll already be set for you. And we're going to get into parent pages as well. And parent pages, they kind of work the same way. So let's go to File, New, and we want to go to Document. Now, earlier I did save a file as a preset. It's already in here. It's called Newsletter 1. So if I want to just open that up, I could. Or simply go over here, title my document. I'm going to title it Newsletter. Newsletter 2, I guess. And the units is going to be inches, of course. 8.5 by 11, 1 pages. And you can also go in and set the margins. You don't have to have any margins. If you want to set margins, you can. I'm going to set them at 1/4 of an inch for each side. And on column, gutter is that big, and we're going to go ahead and hit create. Now, first thing we want to do is we want to, I want to introduce you to the parent pages. So in order to see every page you have in your file, you want to go here where it says pages. Right now, they've got some preset parent pages right now. And a parent page is simply a page you can add elements to. If you're adding the same elements to a lot of pages, instead of you going through and creating separate pages, you can do it in the parent page and add those elements to all the pages that pertains to those pages. For example, we have only one page. Now this is the actual document itself down here. So down here is the actual document itself. And the parent pages it's sort of like style sheets, if you want to be real. It's like style sheets. So I'm gonna show you how it works. So what I want to do is I want to change the name of this. But let's go to the parent page itself. And we'll just leave it like that. And what we want to do is we want to add elements to these pages. Just gonna put that out right there. Let's add a rectangle. Let's add like a little border here at the top. And let's right now this border has a black stroke and it has no fill. If I want to just switch it to a black fill, I can just swap it by hitting here, or I can just double click right here and select any color I want based on that itself. So we'll just make it a green. And of course, in the lesson, it's gonna show you, it's gonna go through and then see what to do to specify what colors you want to put in there. Now, that's my left side of my page, left side of the page. I want to also do one for the right side, but for the right side, I want a different color. So I'm going to take this element right here. I want to copy it, Control C or edit, copy, and then I want to edit and then paste it. And we'll drag it right over here for our right page. And you want to kind of make sure that everything is snapped. Now with this one here, I want to change the color. So in order to change the color, select the element itself, double click on it, and we want to change this one to a blue. Make it a lighter blue. Kind of close to purple too, so. But don't worry about that, it's all good. And we want to put a header with the name of the page, page header right here on this side, and then another page header on this side right here. So I copy the text, and I'm gonna put a small header that suggests the name of the newsletter, and I'm gonna take this piece at one of my headers, copy it, create me a header, big header right here, copy and then paste it. And go back. Right click right here. Then we're going to paste it down here. And I'm going to make this, let's make this 24 points. And if you want to go ahead and create a character style, you can. I'm just going to go ahead and to be blue. Okay. And let's move this over here. And we want to justify this to my right, select it all. Justify to the right. Bring it in just a bit here. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. Let's make it 30 points. And make sure your text box is out just enough so we can see it. And we want to put one on the other side. So we want to copy this box, paste this box, put it over here, and we can actually make this text white. So if you know your hexadecimal colors and numbers, which I know quite a few, white is the letter F 6 times. Okay, and now we have our other header for the other page. I want to justify this one to the left. So instead of this being bees and bugs, let's go back to my notepad file and make this gardening tips. I'm going to copy the gardening tips out of here. Well, I just simply type it in there. Yeah, but I want to paste it. Go ahead and paste it right there. Now, this is just the start of it. I'm going to show you how to now put in a page number. So I want a page number at the top on my left page in the upper left-hand corner, and on the right page in the upper right-hand corner. So the way you can do that, simply make another text box, and you can go to type, add, insert special character, go to markers, and then put current page number. Now it's going to give you the letter A, but It's just like a placeholder. Once you get to the actual pages, you'll see the actual number of the pages itself. And this one's going to be Arial as well. It's going to be a little bit smaller. And let's make this bold. And let's leave it at 12 points. Leave it at 12 points. Now, if we want to, if we don't want to go back through the same process, we can do the same thing for the other side. We can simply copy this and paste it, or we can go and draw a new box and then go back to the type, special character, insert special character, marker, and then current page number. But what I'm gonna do is use a shortcut. I'm gonna copy it. Copy this, put my selection tool, copy it to the other page size, and paste it. Move it up like so. And make it justified to the right. And I want to change this color to white, just like the other header on the page. And let's do this here. Let's change this number, this page number, to the same color as this. So we double click right here. Here's our hexadecimal number. We just take it, right click on it, copy it, or command copy in on the Mac. Select our page, double click on the color, replace that color with the one we just copied, hit OK, and that's going to give you the page number. Now, if you go to pages, the pages in the palette right here, you'll see that we have only one page right here. So we double click on our page. Now, this is an actual page. We'll see that now that this is going to be page 1. And I will show you how to override elements on your parent pages as well. So let's go back to our parent page. And we want to add one more little small. We want to add the name of the magazine up here. And like I said, they're going to be you're going to go through the lesson and they're going to do it a little bit different. But maybe this way is a little bit simpler for you. Hopefully it is. It's going to be just copy this small header right here. And we're going to make this Arial as well. And we're going to make this 18 points, make it Arial. Now, in the actual lesson, it may have you do myriad, which is fine. And I'm going to make it black, Arial black. And if I want to just leave it the color black, I can. Or if I don't want it to stand out like that, I can just simply select it. You go to narrow if you want to. I'll do it that way. And I'm going to copy this. I want to put it on the other side as well. Control C, go to the right, Control V. And what I want to do with that, I'm going to justify this to my right. Now we have our master pages just about set. One more thing I want to do for certain pages, I want to make sure I put a text box about yay big right here. So these will appear on all the pages. As you see, the text box right here. I want to copy this text box, paste it, and I'll put another one on this side. You can tell they're lining up by the guidelines right there. They're lining up just perfect. I want to also put a couple of frames, rectangular frame boxes, which pictures are going to go. I'm going to copy that picture frame, copy. And like I said, they're going to do a little bit more, they're going to do it a little different in the book. Copy this one. Put another one on the other side right here. And I'll put a couple more picture frames down here. And they've got a little bit more different. They're gonna do a little bit different in the book there. So, but it's okay. I'm just showing you this as an example. Make one more. We're gonna have a picture right here, picture here, and a picture here. And we'll copy this one and put it over here. Paste it over here. And we've got our master pages set. Now, if we want to add another master page that has different elements, we can always go right here and go to our master page itself. We can always go here, right click, and go to new parent, and we can name it the prefix would be, we can name it whatever we want to name it. We just want to leave it. We name it B parent if we want to, or if we got another purpose for it, we can name it that. Okay. And what's going to automatically name it B? So you rename it. But for the sake of it, I'm just going to keep on going. So we want to add some more elements. We can. And you can also use this particular parent page as a parent page difference. So now let me show you how parent pages work. These are the actual pages. This is the actual document right here. So let's say, for example, we don't want this page to be the cover. We want another cover. We can simply right click here, insert pages, and we can add how many pages do we want. We want to add a page. Let's add a page before this. And then click OK. So now, right now, if you look in the upper left right-hand corner right here, this page is based on the parent page right here. So if we don't want any styles applied to this particular page, we'll just take the page that has none, or if you have a B parent page you want to add to this, you just simply click on this, hold, and then just drag it down, and that'll wipe that parent characteristic out. Now, this page, page 2, is based on the A parent. So I'm gonna click right here on page 2. We'll see that that's what it is. So if you zoom all the way out, you'll see how many pages. Now let's say we had a maybe a 12-page magazine. Right now we only have 2 pages. If we right click right here, insert pages, we want to add 10 more pages. 10 pages. You want to add it after page 2. And if we want to base everything off of the A parent page, or the B parent page, or the non-parent page, we can do that. Let's just put none and put OK. And for each page that we want applied to the parent page A, we can always do this here. Let's say, for example, we want page 5 to be the A parent page, so we just simply drag the A parent page, place over 5, and as you see, it takes on those characteristics. And we can do the same thing for the other page, for pages itself or spreads. So if we select A, the whole spread, and the spread is 2 pages, we just simply drag it down here, page 6 and 7. Looks like you got to do each individual one. So for example, we want page 4. We don't want a particular style on that one. So let's just take this blank page and put over 4. You see, now if you look at page 4 now, it doesn't have a style that goes with it. Now the thing about it, the elements, you cannot move anything as you see, unless you override it by clicking Control Shift. You hit Control Shift. Now you can actually activate the box you want to you want in that box. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag, put some text out here, copy some text, and paste it in my file. And let's style it. Let's do it. Let's do this here. Let's create a character style. So we want to create a character style for this. We want to make this particular text, go to character style, let's create a style. And let's do a new character style. And we want to put body text. We want the character color to be black. We want the, let's do this here. Just general. Next character formats. We want the font to be Arial, like the rest of our document. We want the size to be 14. And we want the color, like I said, to be black. That's pretty much all I need for that. Want the leading to be auto, you can do that. And that's pretty much all I would put for this particular character. So then we click OK. And the text is selected. So you select the text, you hit body text. That body text is going to be that character style. Now, say, for example, we want to create another style. We want to create a header style. We'll select this right here, new character, and we're going to name this header style. We want to color this black as well. Make sure it's black. We want to make the size of this, let's make it 24. Yeah, it looks, hit OK. Now we got our text selected. We hit header style. You know what we want to do with this also? So let's edit this header style and let's make sure that it is bold. So instead of font style being regular, we want to make it bold. So you can always go back in and change your character style. So let's go to the gardening tips over here. And the way to, like I said, to change an element from a parent page, Control Shift, click on the element itself. I want to copy this other text from here. Right click, copy, and I want to put it, Control Shift, and then paste that text right here. So now instead of me going through selecting the text, going back up here, changing the style, I can just simply go here, go to body text, it'll change it for me to the same style as that. Same thing for the header. I want the header to be the same style as that header, and so I'll just hit header style because I've already created my header. Simple, but not. So let's do one more thing. We want to just put a couple of pictures in here. Let's change this element right here. Hitting Control Shift, clicking on it. And now we want to place a picture in here. So go to File, Place, and let's go get one of the pictures from Lesson 3, of course. The length. Let's use this one right here. Now, you can leave it like that if you want to, but if you want to see the real side of the picture, you click on your direct selection tool, click right here, and you see the picture is extending beyond the board, beyond the area. Like I said, you can always resize it. the actual side of the picture. Or, and I'm going to just undo this. You just leave it like it is. Now, if you go to your properties menu, you'll see that this picture is 2.9 inches by 4.175 inches. It is 5 inches from the left of the page. In the top right corner, top left-hand corner is 1.325 from the top of the page. If you want to add pictures on these, click on it. You click on this, your direct selection tool, Control Shift. And let's place another picture right here. File, place, or Control D. Let's get another picture in here. Let's get the ladybug. And you want to make sure this picture is a little bit bigger. So what we want to do with this, we can always click on the picture itself. And I'm going to hold my shift key down while I proportion this out. And I can pan it over this way, or this way, or this way. Just make sure it fits in there. Click off of it. And let's do another one for here. Control Shift. Place one more picture. Control D. And let's do the, we got bugs on one side and then got the guardian on the other side. Let's do the spider web. And let's go to direct selection tool. Click right here. Let's set it out. Hold my shift key down when I'm making sure the picture is proportionate, because I don't want it to be, you know, the spider web to be longer width-wise than it is height-wise. And you can get pan over this way. And so that's pretty much how to basically set up a page. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know while you're going through the lesson itself. Hopefully you'll catch on. And remember, as a good practice, always save. Of course, you don't want to lose your work just in case something happens where the computer shuts down or something like that. I'm gonna save this in lesson 3, and I'm gonna rename it newsletter 2. And save. I don't think I saved it the whole time I was working on it. But yeah, go to your lesson in Brightspace, and what I'm going to do is I want you to finish the lesson up, and then I'm going to ask some discussion questions that pertain to the page elements and creating the page and overriding the text. So make sure you answer your discussion questions. This will have to be turned in by Monday before noon. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Let me know. Email me, and we'll make sure that you get where you need to be. All right, have a good one.